Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of TekTopia UnderGround. Dude, check out these eyes. These are crazy looking. I kind of look like I don't know, a maniac. Alright, enough of that. So, yeah, I love googly eyes. Alright, so we've got a lot to accomplish. So now that, so let's recap a little. Last episode, we built that fancy dandy, wither farm down here. Let's take a look and see how she's running. I've got it turned off right now because I ran out of skulls. So I disabled this one, I believe. Oh yeah, I turned the clock off is what I did. So that way it won't crank out any more withers until we get a good supply of skulls, because it's just burning them up right now. Goes really slowly. So I used the stars that we had. I think I've got, 5 right now. So I used the stars that we had to get ready for today's episode. So we've got a couple of big things we're going to do. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to dive right into extreme crafting. Yep. So I don't know what those are there for, but I've been wanting to get this made. There we go. I've been wanting to get this made, ever since the very end of the last episode. So let's come in here. We're going to use this double compressed crafting table and make us an extreme crafting table. So obviously double compressed crafting table is 9 compressed crafting tables, which each one of those is 9 crafting tables. So it's literally just make 81 crafting tables and you can make that. And then to make the crystal matrix ingots, which we need 8 of, it's 4 diamond lattices, which is 5 diamonds a piece plus 2 nether stars. So that's 16 nether stars and a whole boatload of diamonds. So yeah, let's put this thing together. Ready? And bam. Finally. I'm so excited for this. So I cleaned up this whole room, got rid of all those trees and stuff, because now that we got those forbidden animals in there, we don't need trees growing in this fashion. This room is even, I believe. That's 3, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna plunk it down right here, and then I'll dig that wall out one more block so it's nice and odd shaped. So yeah, check this bad boy out. So this is a crafting table. Man, unreal. So let's see. The very first thing that we need to do with this crafting table is we need to make one of these, not that. One of these, a neutron collector. Because that's how you progress in this pack. You need to have neutrons for just about everything. So I gathered up a bunch of these materials. Let's see how many of these we can make from the get-go. 4. Okay, I'm all right with that. Bam. 4 neutron collectors already. What is the rest of all this stuff in my inventory for? I have no idea. But here's what we're gonna do with this. We're going to take these 4 neutron collectors, and I can't tell you that I know how these work, because I literally have no idea how they work. All I know is that they just make neutrons, tiny piles of neutrons, and that's how fast they go. Very, very slowly. So we're gonna go ahead and extract those as soon as they're ready, and we're gonna put them all right there. Okay, so let's set this to extract on, I don't want green. Let's go with another color. How about gray? No, not gray. How about light blue? That's a nice color. Psst, down here. And then we're gonna put one more right here, and not going to extract, we're going to insert on light blue. There we go. So as soon as one of these bad boys gets a, so let's see what they do. Neutron. All right, so it's gonna make a tiny pile of neutrons. It just comes out of it, happens, and you get 1. And so for every one of these, you get a neutronium nugget. Yep, and every time you get, no, I'm sorry, you need 9 of these to make 1 nugget, and 9 of these to make an ingot. That's right. So this is, this is a lot. So it's gonna take a good bit, so we're gonna just cram them into this compacting drawer, and as we get more materials, we'll make more and more of these, and eventually we're gonna have, hopefully, another way to make them. Maybe we can get some neutronium. Let's see what this is, how much you get out of this. So yeah, for every 9 essence you get 3 nuggets. That's not bad, that's a good bit. Yeah, I'm all right with that. So we need to get going towards some neutronium crop as soon as we can, which is going to take a lot of doing. A lot of doing. So I wanted to hurry up and get this going because this is, like I said, a slow process. So we want these collecting as soon as possible. And I will store all this other junk for now, but we're going to need that to make more of these as soon as we can. Which I think the only thing we're missing is these crystal matrix ingots. That's a hard thing to say. And I don't think I have any more of those crystal. Nope. And how many stars do I have altogether? I've got 12. Oh, looks like more. 47. Nope, those aren't really there. So I've got 47. So yeah, I'm just going to hold on to those for now. So I'll put all of this junk away. And we'll let that do its thing and get started on the main project for today. And that's going to be getting into some mystical agriculture. So the first step that we need to take to get into mystical agriculture is we need to make one of these infusion crystals, which I'm sure you saw in that chest. I've already got the master just to make it. But so an infusion crystal lets you change the essences from lower tiers to higher tier. You need to have the infusion crystal, and it has 1,000 uses. So I went ahead and made this, and it's just going to go in here. I'm going to dump it in later, get rid of it later, because I already have the master, which takes supremium essence to make. But this has unlimited uses, so that's pretty cool. We'll never need to make another one. And we already have a bunch of the inferium essence, and we've even got a bunch of blocks of inferium essence. So if we just look at what we can do with this, for example, so 4 of those for 1 block of that. See if it'll go. Nope, it wouldn't go. I wonder if it has to be a master to make that recipe. Yeah, it does. So, but that's all right because we've got one of those. So we need a system set up to be able to make that happen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of this junk out of here and go set up down here. Psst. All right, so I think I'm gonna set this up right here. Let's grab these torches, get some of this. I don't care about that cobblestone. We're gonna need a network receiver. We're gonna need a crafting grid. We might not actually need that. We're gonna need the network card linked to that to get power into it. And then we're gonna need to get some compacting drawers going. Yeah, boatloads of these. So let's see how many types there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types. So that'll give us 1 there. Start there. Yeah. And let's lock that, because INSANIUM is by far the best one. So I know I'm going pretty fast, but here's the goal. Okay. I don't want to have to craft all of these different essences. That's going to be a big pain in the butt, so I don't want to do it. So I'm going to use this fancy little crafter tier 3 to do it for me. So let's actually take this out of here, and we're going to put that there. And then let's just dig back 1 more level so we've got some space to work. And once we've gotten power to this, this will obviously work a lot better. But we need to import and export into here. So let's do it this way. Psst. Hey. All right, so we've got our importer on the bottom, stack upgrades, speed upgrades. So that's gonna go max speed. And then we're gonna put the exporter back here. And where'd our network receiver go? We're gonna put that there and then use this network card, get that linked up to that. And then let's see, our exporter, we're gonna need a stack upgrade and 3 speed upgrades for that as well. And what we're going to be exporting is this essence, all the essences. It looks like we're missing 1. So I'll just leave a little gap for that. And you know what, we'll go ahead and take that guy, just in case we get more of those, we can export that. And I'm gonna go hook this up and be right back. All right, here we are. So I've gotten this hooked up. And I went ahead and removed that drawer because I think I'm going to store those over in our storage area. I don't think they need to actually be stored here because then I need to use external storage, all that stuff. So for right now, I'm just going to store them digitally and skip the compacting drawers, and then set them up over there when I've got some space and some plans laid out. So let's dig into what this crafter tier 3 does. It's very simple to make. Let's look at it real fast. Since I went ahead and made it without you guys, I was just excited for this episode, okay? So let's see, crafter tier 1 is a machine frame, couple redstone torches, and a crafting table. And crafter tier 2 is the same thing, but you put the crafter tier 1 in the middle. Crafter tier 3, same thing, but you put a crafter tier 2 in the middle, and that'll give you a crafter tier 3. The difference is how many recipes that it can hold. And we want to be able to hold this many recipes. So now I'll show you how to set all this up now that I've already done it all. So these are recipes that you make and store, and we've got room for 3 more. We're never going to use them, but essentially what you do is you double click on it, you type in, you place the block. So like, for example, if I wanted a recipe for that, okay, that's going to make a compressed cobblestone. I can click apply and it will save the recipe. But we've got some other options here. So like, for example, all items in input slots are consumed. That means that any items down here will be consumed for this recipe. I can say keep one of every item in every inventory slot. And then this one is for the output. So in this case, the result of the crafting operation will go to the output buffer, which is here. That's these 4 blocks. So that means that every time this makes one, it will stick this down here. Some recipes you want to do that if you're getting the final product, but if you need to make an ingredient to make something else, then you want to keep it. So that's why you would keep it in input. So then this compressed cobblestone would go down here instead. This is the input buffer. And then we've got another option here. Result of crafting operation will go to the output buffer, but remaining items like buckets or like master infusion crystals will remain in the input. And then those are our options there. And so we can apply that if I wanted to save that recipe, but I don't. So I'm going to not do that. And you can just click and remove these because they're just for looks. And then you've got these 2 options here. F forgets the remembered layout, so it'll clear all of these out, or R for remember the current items in internal and external buffers. So the reason why this is helpful is for 2 main things. Number 1 is since we're dumping all these resources into this machine, we want to make sure there's space for the resources to go into the machine. So if I were to just let it go, then it would fill up with all INSANIUM essence. There would not be room for the crystal or for the upgraded products. So once we put this infusion crystal in, you'll start to see this thing will start crafting this prudentium essence. We can just put that there, and then it'll just start filling these up. When this is full, then it will start also making intermediate essence and so on and so forth. And then when it fills up the supremium essence, it might even start there, but that'll craft INSANIUM essence, and the INSANIUM essence will go to the output buffer down here. And from there, yep, you can see it just got imported into our system because I wasn't paying attention and I forgot that I had that hooked up. So now that all that is said and done, let's put it to work. So let's plug these in here. Nope, I don't want to plug those in there actually, because I think I need this one still. I could plug these in, but I think I need to put this one in the filter back here. Let's double check that. Yes, I did not do that. There we go. Now we can plug all these in here. That one won't fit. So ready or not, here we go. Bam, there it goes. You can see it's just crafting away. And here it's filling up INSANIUM essence, and that's going straight into our system. Man, I love to watch this thing work. It just crafts, goes to the next one, crafts, goes to the next one, so on and so forth. And when it has enough, it'll make an INSANIUM and just pop it out. And this is on slow mode. I wonder what happens if we put it on fast mode. Ready, go. Dude, what is all this stuff for? Whee! What is all this stuff used for? Why do we need a ridiculous amount of crazy essences? The reason is because we want to get all of these. All of these are essences that come from mystical agriculture plants. So for those of you that have never played modded Minecraft or never played with mystical agriculture specifically, there are plants that you can make seeds that will grow resources for you. So like, for example, this one is a fire essence. And what can we use that for? We can make flint, we can make lava, sand. That's interesting. So you can make sand out of it. Yeah, these different essences are used to make different things. Like, let's find another one. Copper essence. 8 copper essence in a square like that will make 6 copper ingots. And you can just literally grow this stuff. Wood essence. Like, that's funny to me. It's always been funny to me. But what's cool about wood essence, you can grow this, get all this wood essence, and then make whatever type of wood you want out of it. Or at least vanilla types. And saplings even. So nature essence, wood essence, so on and so forth. There's lots of these. So what do we actually need this for? Because, you know, I just made a bunch of those forbidden critters that also essentially do the same thing, but seemingly with less work. But what we need is this one right here specifically. Yeah, that's right. Because we need to maximize, in order to get the massive amount of nether stars, we need to maximize wither skeletons. And also I want to get some nether star essence. Ultimately, that's what I'll go for. I'll skip that whole process and just start crafting it out myself. That'll be ideal. But there's tons of cool things you can get with this, and this is what we're aiming for getting right here. Nether star essence. 9 of those makes 1 nether star shard. 3 of those makes a nether star. So yeah, it takes 27 nether star essence to make 1 nether star. And in order to make this, we need one of these nether star cruxes, which I think I actually can make right now. Can I? No, what am I missing? I'm missing one of these and a couple of blocks of INSANIUM essence. So yeah, that's a thing. So in order to get massive amounts of essence, I think we're going to just see how much, 0. Wow, that was fast. How much INSANIUM essence do we have now? 73. We have 73 of these. Like, did you see we had like, what, 13,000 essence in here? Like 13,000, 12 point something thousand. Let's make sure that this thing isn't like stockpiling our essence or something. Nope, it's almost empty. Dude, that is insane. So yeah, we need lots of that to make lots of the purple stuff, because we're gonna need lots of the purple stuff. So let's start by making some seeds. So these are all the different types of seeds you can make. And the basic seed you need to be able to make any of these is a base crafting seed. And this takes seeds and prosperity shards. How many of those do we have? Probably a lot. Let's make some seeds. 42. Oh, that's all the seeds we have. So we still have plenty of prosperity shards. That'll be enough to get us started with. So what can we do with these base crafting seeds? Well, we can turn them into tier 1 crafting seeds. Used for crafting, not planting. So, I don't have any essence left. Huh. How funny is that? So let's take some of this. And let's make some tier 1 crafting seeds. Bam. 42 of those. We'll dump those back. Those will go back out and be used again. So now we need to do something with those. There's our tier 1 crafting seed. So each level tells you what kind of tier it needs. So obviously for the higher things, they're going to take much higher seeds. Draconium seeds take tier 5. So we currently have tier 1. And, you know, we want to focus on the nether star seeds, and I also want neutronium seeds. This is going to be cool when the time comes, but it's going to take some doing to get. All right, so let's work towards getting some tier 6 crafting seeds. We've actually already got one that I was just looking at, but we need to make some more. So let's check out that recipe. So it's simply 4 INSANIUM essence around a tier 5 crafting seed. So here's what we need to do. I don't want to have to make all this by hand, so let's recipify this. Tier 6 crafting seed. Boom. Boom. There's the recipe for that. Tier 5 crafting seed. There's the recipe for that. Tier 4. Like, see how many things I would have to make if I wanted to do this by hand? Yeah. Tier 3. Tier 2. And Tier 1. So now the other thing we're going to have to do to make those is we're going to have to get the recipes for the different essences. That way, we can automate this process. So if we store all of our essence as INSANIUM essence, our machine needs to know how to convert it to get the lower levels back. So let's grab one of those, like that. One of those. One of these. One of those. And then I also have a bunch of blocks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make this recipe just in case. That way I don't run into any issues. So one other cool thing about these recipes is that if you hold shift and you can see what the item is that recipe makes. So we've got 11 recipes and we gotta find homes for, and I don't think I have 11 homes. So let's do one of these. Crafter. Not a crafter manager, a crafter. Let's see what I've got. Nothing. Excellent. So I'm gonna need 3 more crafters, so we'll make 3 of those. 3 of those. Ugh. I knew it was too good to be true. Let's just make a stack of these. Do I have everything? I have everything. And there it goes. It's just blasted them away. One, 2 of those. So let's grab our cables. And let's get this whole system set up in this room over here. There we go. Now we're gonna put in those 3, all of those 4, and these, and those 4 and these. I like to split these up as much as I can in between different crafters so that way they can do different things while they're going. So now let's, I guess I could have done it from right there, but let's take a look at our seeds now. So now you can see that we've got recipes to craft all of these. So we'll take that out and we will, let's see how many of these we can make. Let's make 10. That's a good start. Looks like we've got everything we need, and start. Bam, there is 10 tier 6 crafting seeds. That is a beautiful thing. Now let's see how many nether star seeds we can actually make. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stop there because we're gonna need some cruxes. Haha, we have one already that I think I got from a loot box. But let's see what the recipe is. Let's see if we can make some more of these. No, we're gonna need some of these. And we don't have any more. Alright, so we've got one for now that we can actually plant because we've got 1 nether star crux. So let's come over here into our fancy farming area. Boop-a-doo. And let's put this bad boy right here. Crux goes here. Fertilized dirt there. And let's plant our seed. There we go. All right, so we're back over here in our storage room, and I've got 1.5 thousand of these blocks. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take one of these and come over here. And instead of worrying about that recipe like we were talking about before, I'm just gonna come over here and export them straight into here and use that as another option. So let's see if I can remove that. So let's make another recipe here. We're gonna take that and we're gonna keep this in the internal buffer, input buffer, apply. All right, there we go. So I cleaned this up and now I've got space for the block of Inferium Essence here. Recipe's loaded. Let's ignore that and let's go. There it goes. Just throw some of these in there. There we go. Go ahead and throw that up there too. And now it's really kicking. So let's kick that into fast mode. Yay, we're up to 11, 13, 14. Man, ridiculous amounts. We're down to 150 blocks, 86 blocks, and we're still only up to 17 Insanium Essences. That is ridiculous. So we're gonna need some more seeds. All right, so Inferium seeds are a thing. So it looks like we can use, yeah, we have to upgrade to tier 4, upgrade those seeds. So let's make some Inferium seeds to give us more essence. All right, so all the essences that we had in our possession only got us 26 tier 4 Inferium seeds, which is probably still a ridiculous amount. So I think we're gonna be okay. Let's see how fast this cranks out the Inferium essence. So let's grab this out of here. We're gonna wanna go, let's say northeast corner. Yeah, let's do that. If we watch this, we see they come in a few at a time. Not very fast. All right, everybody, unfortunately, we are out of time for today. I spent so much time working on all these projects and looking all crazy with my googly eyes that we're just gonna have to call it a day here. So yeah, I look forward to next episode. I have big plans for what we're gonna do with these neutronium nuggets that we've got. We're up to 3 so far. Yep, super fancy. And these things are taking their sweet time, but yep, that's all right. The 28 piles of neutrons. So in the very next episode, we're gonna make, my plan is to get us hopefully to the point where we can make our transmutation table, which takes all of this stuff right here. And as you can see, we don't have any of it currently. I think most of this is doable. The thing that's gonna be a challenge for us is getting these dragon eggs. So that's 4 dragon eggs we're gonna need, and that's gonna be our focus for next episode, is getting 4 dragon eggs. So if you enjoyed this episode, please click the like button, consider subscribing, share this video with your friends, and we will see you in the next episode. Have a great night.